Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, March 25th. Everly is joining me today on my video. She just woke up. I'm going to go over the lesson plan for what you need to do today and look at the workbook pages and discuss some things that you'll need to remember to do today. Remember, you're doing this at your own pace. You're doing this the best that you can. Okay, we all are. So if you have not gotten to what I'm going to talk about today, that's perfectly fine. You can go back and watch this video as many times as you need. Just keep working is the important thing. Just keep working hard and doing your best. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is the lesson plan. Okay, if I can find it, it's disappeared. Okay, so you should be seeing the lesson plan that you had printed out with your materials that you picked up. Today is Wednesday. In your reading iReady book, your reading ready book, you are doing pages 232 and 233.
Who's that? Mommy, that puppy. It's a big puppy.
Okay, and those pages look like this. It is the Jungle Parade. All right, and I'm going to read through it for you. Okay, so listen closely as I read. Jungle Parade. One day, Monkey was feeling bored. Then he got an idea. He swung his arms back and forth, hummed a happy tune.
Mom, that looks like egg.
And started marching through the jungle. He marched to the left. He marched to the right. One step, two steps, taking just a few steps. Lion decided to follow him, shaking his mane. 3 steps, 4 steps. Listen to me roar steps. Elephant soon jumped in. Elephant soon joined them, raising his trunk. 5 steps, 6 steps. Careful, don't do kicks steps. Then Kangaroo came along, and Giraffe and Zebra and Cockatoo got in line behind her. 7 steps, 8 steps. Keep the line real straight steps. In the big jungle parade, all the animals were bending and bowing and bumping to the beat. Paws went up and hoofs went down. They stepped and stomped all over the ground. Hours passed and the sun went down. So the animals marched to the left and they marched to the right. Soft steps, slow steps, off to bed we go steps. All right, at the bottom it says underline the sentences at the ends of paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And talk about with your parents or your brothers or sisters, grandparents, talk about how those sentences at the end of those paragraphs, how they are alike, how they are the same. All right, and the paragraphs are labeled here for you. They are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. On page 233 are some questions about the passage. Then on page 235 is where you need to do your writing assignment. How is the first paragraph like the last one? Why do you think the author did this? And you're going to write the answer to that on page 235 right here, where it says Jungle Parade, and it has the same exact prompt at the top. How is the first paragraph like the last one? Why do you think the author did this? And it gives you a hint. Which ways do the animals march each time? There's a hint right there. So you are writing. Make sure you're writing in your neatest handwriting. And you are using complete sentences with capitalization at the beginning and the correct punctuation at the end of your sentences. Make sure we're still practicing that. We don't want to get in any bad habits. Okay, so that's in your reading ready book for today. All right, let's look back at the lesson plan. On Seesaw for today, you have Finding Rhyme in Poetry, the Ella Telefoni assignment. It's a poem. It's very cute. It's kind of silly. You'll read the poem and circle the rhyming words in the poem. Then you're going to record yourself reading those rhyming words and record yourself reading the poem too, and then submit it. I would love to hear all of your beautiful voices and get to hear you reading again. We talked about the writing, and it says complete the highlighted IXL for English Year 3. I have highlighted some of those on your IXL. You just log in, go to your IXL, and when you go to English Year 3, they will be kind of highlighted in yellow. You'll just have to scroll until you find some of those that I have assigned. All right, so let's talk about math. Today in your Math Ready workbook, you're doing pages 234 and 235. And they look like this: telling and writing time. We are talking about reading analog clocks. Analog is this kind of clock where you have to look at the numbers and read the hands. Remember, the shorthand is the hour. Okay. The longhand is the minute. That's going to tell you the minute. All right. The example here says Dinah went on a bike ride at the time shown on the clock. What time does the clock show? You can skip count. Now, what do we skip count by when we're telling time? What is the magic number that we skip count by to count around the clock? 5. Okay, so we skip count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, you just have to be able to skip count by 5 to 60 to be able to read a clock. All right, so here, let's look at this minute hand, okay? The minute hand is pointing to the 9. That's the long hand. Remember, minute is a long word. The long hand on the clock is pointing at the 9. So if we skip count by 5s around the clock to the 9, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So we know our minutes is going to be 45. Now let's look at the hour hand. Sometimes the hour hand can get us kind of confused because it's not pointing directly at a number. But what we are needing to find is the number that has only gone past, okay? So if you look, this is clockwise, okay? This is the way the clock goes, around like this. So I'm only wanting to know what number it has passed. So what number has it only passed? It is only past the 2. It hasn't gotten to the 3 yet. So the answer here is 2:45. Now, how can we tell if something is AM or PM? Well, you just think about when you might do something like that. So this says Caleb plays basketball on Saturday mornings. Mornings. Is mornings AM or PM? That's what you need to decide on the bottom when you write the time. You've got to circle AM or PM. Okay, remember, AM is morning time. PM is lunchtime, 12 o'clock to midnight, okay? And then you do page 235 also. So those are very quick, short questions for today. All right, and if you look back at the lesson plan, this is something fun that you could do with a sibling or a parent or some adult. Make a matching game. One column, write all digital times. In another column, draw the analog clock to match the digital clock. Submit a picture of your matching game on Seesaw to your journal. All right, so you would just make one column of times, writing it using the numbers and the colon. And then on the other side, you're going to draw the round clock, the analog clock with the numbers all the way around it with the hands to match that time. Okay, take a picture of it on your Seesaw and submit it to me so I can see your clocks and your times. All right, and then the last thing on your lesson plan for today is do a fun physical activity. Okay, you can do Go Noodle, you can do Just Dance, you can go outside and do jumping jacks and push-ups and run and play basketball. There are so many things that you could do fun to stay active and physical and to stay healthy. Remember, we need to still be keeping ourselves well and safe. Be sure that you are washing your hands very well every day using soap and water. Make sure that you are covering up sneezes in the bend of your elbow. Wash your hands, use Germ-X, don't touch your face, your mouth, your eyes, your nose. Try to keep your hands away from your face. If you feel sick at all, you need to let a parent or a guardian know, okay? It could just be allergies from this time of the year, but we want to get that taken care of. Make sure you're staying home and staying safe. You can go play outside, but we don't need to be going to Walmart unless it's absolutely necessary. Okay? We need to be staying in our house, staying safe, and staying well. Okay? So I can see you all very soon. If you or your parents have any questions about your work for today, just let me know through Seesaw or Remind or an email. I'm going to try and get a live video set up for tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. I will be sending you all the information for that. So I hope that all of you can join me because I would love to be able to see you live and interact with you. But other than that, that's all I've got for today. I hope that you all have a wonderful Wednesday and that you continue working hard and getting all of your work done and staying so smart and safe for me. Okay? Y'all have a great day. I love you all. See you soon. Bye, guys.
What do you say now?